everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've got something a little bit different to share with you today. I actually made a card. I used to make my own homemade cards using leftover scrapbook scraps, and I kind of got out of the habit of doing it. I had a whole bag full of pre-made cards that were just at the ready. Every time I made a scrapbook, I would use the leftover scraps to make a card, and it was so easy. I had, birthday cards, cards just for general occasions, what have you. And then I just kind of got out of the habit of doing it, kind of didn't have a whole lot of time. But I had these really cute little scraps, and I had these Cheeky Studio, the two unicorn collections from Cheeky Studio. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a card because my friend's daughter's birthday was coming up. And part of the theme of the party was unicorns. So I decided I was going to make her a unicorn birthday card. And what I loved about this card was that it was pretty easy to put together. Sometimes cards are hard because with scrapbooking, the focus is a picture. And with cards, obviously, you don't have a picture that is the focal point. So it can be a little difficult. You kind of go at it from a different perspective. But what I liked about at least getting this one started is that I already had the pre-made card. I purchased some blank white note cards from the Target Dollar Spot a couple months ago. So I already had the card. I didn't have to worry about trying to find like the right cardstock or whatever. It was already there. It was white. It was folded. It was perfect. So all I had to do was figure out what I was going to put on it. And like I said, I already had these scraps. They were just I think they were from a Recollections paper pad. I had used them on another layout. I just had to kind of cut them down to size. That unicorn pattern paper, it was already in that shape. So I said, oh, I'll just use this square piece, and that kind of ended up being, I guess, the focal point. Like what a photo would have been. That's what that little square piece ended up kind of being. And then I added in just my random Cheeky Studio unicorn embellishments. What I'm doing right there is it says Dream Big, and that's actually a crepe paper Good Vibes ephemera piece. And I'm just using a little bit of some craft foam to bump up an ephemera piece that's also from Cheeky Studio. It's from the brand new Wishes collection. It's a cut apart. And those are really cool because you've got these cut apart labels. And some of them are blank, some of them have little pictures on them, some of them say things. I think the one that I ended up using said like wish or something. And it was it said make a wish. So the whole theme of the card was like make a wish, dream big, and then I had a piece of Cheeky Studio flair that said be a unicorn. So I thought that was a nice little sentiment to put on the front of the card. And then on the inside of the card, which you don't see in this video, I just stamped using a regular rubber stamp and a clear block and an ink pad. I just stamped happy birthday, and then I just wrote inside underneath it as I would with any other regular card. So those unicorn pieces are and now I can't think, there's unicorns and rainbows, but those are the other unicorn collection from Cheeky Studio. I can't think of what it's called. That sticker right there that I'm using is the Unicorns and Rainbows collection. I just love the little star sticker, which is just so cute. I was just trying to add just a little bit of like extra flair and oomph because I wanted it to be the card was for a 4-year-old girl, so I wanted it to be like really pretty and full of lots of flair and color and what have you. So obviously I'm putting on a lot of sequins, and unfortunately I have run out of my Zots bling. I have like no Zots. I have no glue dots left. So I need to go to Michael's and buy some more, actually. It's really surprising how much sequins I have been using lately. I'm like obsessed with sequins and like misting sprays. But it's really surprising how many sequins that I use because I go through Zots like crazy. So I'm just putting a little sequins right on top of each star on that sticker. And then I'm just going to do a couple like little random pieces of sequins here and there. So making cards really doesn't have to be that, I guess, tedious or difficult. I know that sometimes if you're not used to doing it, sometimes coming up with like the sentiment to say inside or on the outside is difficult. I actually have a whole like Pinterest board, scrapbook and cards, where I have saved some sentiments of things that you can say inside cards just to give me some ideas, and I look back to that from time to time. Of course, I'm gonna get some spray on here too. So I just try to keep it easy, and that's really what this card is, just trying to keep it easy. And again, using up scraps is a great way to make cards too, because you already have some of the coordinating pieces together. You know they're going to go together. They're going to make a great coordinating card. And so there we go. That's the card. That's what I did. Just trying to get a little bit of that splatter off that sequence there. Cover your workspace when you're using the misting spray. Obviously, I got a little bit on my border punch. That's okay. Comes right off. But that's that. So I hope that this was a little bit inspiring to you. I've got some close-up pictures right here. I'll see you next time on the blog. Make sure you subscribe and follow me on social media so you never miss when I share another scrapbook layout or surprise card. I'll see you guys next time.